You did what everyone says works when you're tired. You slowed down. You went to bed earlier. You canceled plans. You rested. And somehow, you became more exhausted. Not the kind of tiredness that comes from doing too much, but a deeper fatigue, the kind that sits inside your body, even when you're still. You wake up after a full night of sleep feeling unfinished, as if your body never truly shut down. Your limbs feel heavy. Your mind feels alert but drained. And moving through the day takes more effort than it ever used to. At first, you don't know how to explain it. Nothing is wrong, yet nothing feels right. Rest doesn't restore you. Stillness doesn't calm you. Even in quiet moments, your body feels like it's waiting for something to happen. If this started after 45, this is not coincidence, and it is not failure. If this started happening after menopause, you're not imagining it. And you're not failing at rest. For many women after 45, exhaustion changes its shape. Earlier in life, being tired usually had a clear cause. You worked too much. You slept too little. You pushed too hard. And when you finally stopped, your body recovered. But now, stopping doesn't seem to work the same way. This is where confusion begins. Because from the outside, it looks like you should be fine. You are doing less. You are resting more. You are trying to take care of yourself. And yet, your system feels constantly taxed. At some point, a quiet but painful thought appears. Why can't I rest anymore? Most women never receive a real explanation for this. They're told it's aging, or hormones, or stress, often in a way that implies resignation. As if this is simply the price of getting older. As if feeling depleted is something to accept rather than understand. But biologically, what's happening is far more specific. And far more compassionate. After menopause, exhaustion is often no longer about energy levels. It is about nervous system regulation. Earlier in life, your nervous system had internal buffers that helped it recover from stress without conscious effort. Estrogen and progesterone didn't just affect reproduction. They influenced how stress signals were processed, how quickly the body returned to baseline, and how easily you could shift from alertness into rest. When those hormones fluctuate and eventually decline, the nervous system loses some of its automatic calming support. Stress hormones linger longer. The body stays alert longer. Transitions between activity and rest become less smooth. This doesn't mean your nervous system is damaged. It means it has adapted to a new internal environment. The problem is that most forms of rest assume a nervous system that already knows how to downshift. Lying still, sleeping longer, or taking breaks works best when the body feels safe enough to let go. When that sense of safety is missing, stillness can actually feel uncomfortable. That's why so many women describe feeling wired but exhausted. Their bodies are tired, but their nervous systems remain alert. There is a constant background tension, even in quiet moments. The mind may want rest, but the body doesn't trust it yet. This is not a mindset issue. And it is not a lack of discipline. The nervous system does not respond to instructions. It responds to experience. If your system has learned, over years of stress, hormonal shifts, and life demands, that it needs to stay vigilant, then rest alone is not enough. The nervous system needs to be shown, gently and repeatedly, that it is safe to settle. This is where many women unknowingly make things harder for themselves. They try to force calm. They push themselves into intense exercise because it used to work. They follow strict routines meant to fix fatigue. But force creates more vigilance, not less. Calm cannot be commanded. It must be invited. Asian Pilates offers a radically different approach because it does not treat exhaustion as something to overcome. It treats it as a signal. Instead of asking the body to perform, Asian Pilates asks the nervous system to participate. The movements are slow, continuous, and predictable. There are no sudden changes, no sharp edges, no demands for intensity. This matters because predictability is deeply calming to the nervous system. When the brain can anticipate what comes next, it relaxes. When movement follows breath instead of fighting it, the body begins to feel safe again. Many women expect gentle movement to feel insignificant. But the opposite is often true. Slow movement reaches places that force never can. Fascia, the connective tissue that wraps around muscles, organs, and nerves, plays a major role here. Fascia is richly innervated. It communicates constantly with the nervous system. During menopause, changes in estrogen affect fascial hydration and elasticity. Tissue becomes more sensitive, more reactive, more prone to holding tension. When fascia is tight and dehydrated, sensations feel louder. Discomfort escalates faster. Fatigue deepens. Asian Pilates works with fascia through rhythm rather than stretch. Through gentle waves instead of pressure. This rehydrates tissue, softens sensory input, and lowers the background noise the nervous system has been managing. As the sensory environment calms, the nervous system no longer has to stay on guard. This is why some women feel emotional during these practices. When the body finally feels safe enough to soften, emotions that have been held in place by tension are allowed to move. Tears can come. So can relief. This is not something going wrong. It is regulation returning. One of the most misunderstood aspects of midlife exhaustion is that it is not always caused by doing too much. Often, it is caused by never fully completing the stress cycle. Stress is meant to rise and fall. Activation is meant to resolve. But when the nervous system stays partially activated for long periods of time, fatigue accumulates even in stillness. Asian Pilates helps complete that cycle. Not through collapse, but through gentle resolution. Over time, women often notice subtle shifts. Sleep feels deeper, even if it is not longer. Mornings feel less heavy. Emotional reactions soften. There is a sense of inhabiting the body again rather than managing it from the outside. This does not happen because the body is being fixed. It happens because the nervous system is being supported. If rest hasn't been working for you, your body is not asking you to stop trying. It is asking you to try differently. And if this explanation feels like it finally names something you've been experiencing for years, you are not alone in this. There are millions of women moving through menopause without language for what's happening inside them. That is why this channel exists. If you would like to continue exploring calm, science-informed ways to support your body after 45, consider subscribing to Midlife Balance Institute. Every subscription helps this information reach women who are quietly struggling and blaming themselves for changes they were never prepared for. Rest after menopause is not about doing less. It is about creating conditions where the nervous system feels safe enough to let go. This is not weakness. It is biology. Your body has been adapting to profound internal shifts while continuing to carry your life. That takes effort. That takes intelligence. That takes resilience. When you stop fighting that adaptation and start working with it, something changes. Fatigue becomes less frightening. Rest becomes more accessible. Trust slowly returns. And if you know a woman who says, "I'm exhausted, but rest doesn't help," please share this with her. She may have been waiting a long time to hear that nothing is wrong with her. Your nervous system didn't forget how to rest. It just needs a safer path back.